Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel where I make learning Affinity simple. So I suggest you like, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on the videos I will be uploading from time to time here. Today I will show you how to retouch like a pro, even as a beginner, where we'll be learning how to go from this to this. So without much ado, let's get started. First of all, we'll be creating our document size, square size 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels. I have the presets created already, but let me show you how to do that if you don't have it. So you click on new and the addition sign here, then it brings you to where you can create it. So you insert 3000 pixels here. So if you intend on creating the preset, you click on create preset and it will be created on your left side here. Well, I have mine created already. I have about 2 actually. You just look at my settings, then so if you intend on creating your presets, then you click on create presets, then it will be created on your left hand side here. Well, I have mine created already, so I won't be doing that. So instead I will just click on create documents. So we have our document ready, and next thing we will do is to place our image, the image we'll be using to edit. So place it. So we should make it larger because we'll be focusing on the skin, the facial features. So let's make it larger like this. So I think it's okay like this. So on your layers panel, you Ctrl J, that is to duplicate the image. Next up, I want to develop this image. That's like the equivalent of camera raw in Photoshop. But to do that, make sure you are on your pixel persona, not vector, not layout, not Canva AI or any other one, but the pixel persona. Then make sure your image is selected. The mistake some people make is they don't select their image. So make sure it is selected, then click on develop. So here, click on basic. We'll be increasing the clarity to 100%, then saturation, then we increase saturation. I think 30% is okay. 30% does it. Okay, sorry, saturation I think 15. Then for vibrance, 30% does it. Just copy my settings, then you click on develop. So next up, we will be dodging and burning. So to dodge, we will need to use our adjustments, our curves adjustment. So you click on adjustments and come to curves. So let's take it to the right so we can see what we are adjusting here. So zoom in a bit. So let's take it like this. So I think it's okay like this. Take it down a bit. So the aim of this is to like focus on the areas around the skin, the face where light is touching. So we'll brush on them to make it pop the more. So just follow me as I do it. So we'll clip this curves adjustment to this the topmost image that we duplicated where we developed it. So we'll be clipping it. So to clip on Affinity, you just drag and drop on it, and it will clip. This is like clipping mask in Photoshop. So we'll be adding our mask layer. Click on mask, then next up you invert, then you pick your brush. Mind you, make sure you are using a soft brush. So to do that, go to basic. If yours is not set already, go to basic, then you go to the last brush here. You can pick any of these soft ones, but personally I prefer using this one. So the last one, round light brush, pick it, then make sure your foreground color is set to white, so that it will, when you are brushing, it shows the curves adjustments that you inverted. So you click here. So go here and increase it to, I think 80 does it. So just follow my settings for this one. So probably when you are doing yours, you may want to use a different image, or in the future you may be using another image. Just make sure that you follow these principles, the guide I'm giving you. Maybe the image you use may not require same settings, but I think overall these settings I'll be using should do for most images. But make sure you set it to your desired taste though. So I'll be brushing on the bright areas around the face. So just walk with me. Just notice I'll be brushing on those areas that light is touching to make it pop more. So areas like this. So to increase your brush and to decrease it faster, the shortcut you use is your bracket. To increase, you use the right bracket, that's the close bracket. Then to decrease, you use the open bracket, that's the left bracket. Your bracket keys. So you will notice that light is touching the tip of his nose here. So also this region around the mouth. So you look at his neck also. So you make sure you brush all areas that light is touching. So you agree with me that there is a little bit of light on the left side region of his face, so we'll just touch it a bit, not much. So his ears. So yeah, I think this is okay. So next up, we'll use to burn, we'll be using the exposure adjustment layer. So let's set it to I think 2.005 does it. Then click on your mask, then you invert and pick your brush. But for this one, we'll be decreasing it to below 10. I think 8% should do. Then brush on those areas that are dark, where light isn't touching very much. So work with me. So we go to the neck region also and brush the dark areas. sometimes you reduce the brush. So like I said, the settings of my brush, just copy it. The opacity 100, then the flow is what we adjust normally, then every other setting just work with me, copy it and use it. So here is what we have. I think there's a little bit dark spots here, so we'll be brushing it too. So this is what we have at the moment. So I want to show you how it was before and after. So look at this. Before, after, before, after. So you can see that already we are already like achieving a very nice result, but we are not done yet, so we have more to do. So next up, we'll be taking a snapshot of everything we've done so far. So we'll be achieving that by merging visible. So what you do is you click on the uppermost layer, then you go to merge visible. So you find out that this is a combination of everything, of all the layers. So what we want to do with this is we'll develop it again. So you make sure it is selected, then you pick your move tool, then you click on develop. So here we intend to add more details to the skin. So we'll be going to the details panel, then details refinement. We'll be increasing the radius, I think 22%, then the amount, stretch it to 100%. So you'll find out that this is looking sharper and there is a lot of details coming out from your skin. So when you're done, click on develop. So next up, you Ctrl J to duplicate. Then we'll be developing this one again. Although this time we're developing not to add more details but to reduce the noise. So you still click on the details panel if you're not there, then you go to noise reduction, then you increase the luminance. You make sure you increase the luminance, then the luminance details also. I think preferably it should be at 100%. The luminance also should be at 100%. So basically you will notice that this one kinds of smoothens the face. Most times I don't really do this, depending on what you want to achieve. Sometimes the noise, the detail refinement, the noise it gives, the details it adds to the image, I like that kind of effect on my images. And sometimes it could be that you want a smooth skin for your model. So whichever way you want it, just go with it. But most preferably what I do is I don't really work with this noise reduction much, but for this tutorial I want to show you everything possible. So when you are done adding the luminance and the luminance details, setting them at 100% each, then you click on develop. So you notice that the skin is kind of smooth, but the catch is I don't want this smoothness to affect every area, including the shirt and his hair and everything. I just want this to be focused on the skin alone, the skin region. So you click on your mask and make sure it is selected before you click on your mask, then you invert. So pick your brush, set it to 100, So let's increase it. So what you do is you brush on where the skin is, ignore the hair and the eyes and the teeth and some part of the lips. So just focus on the skin, where the skin is. So I think this is very solid. This is a nice result. So I'm fine with this. I'm okay with it. So what we'll do is let's select this layer and this one and group them together. So we can name this one Bellingham edited. So up next, what we do is to add brightness and contrast adjustments. So this one is just to increase the brightness a bit and the contrast. So let's go to your adjustment layer once again, then click on brightness and contrast. So let's increase it. Mind you, I think 10, 11% for both of them does it. Mind you, this one is this setting should be according to your tastes and also according to the image you are editing at that point. So this may not apply to every image. But I think for this image, 11% for both of them does it. So next up, this I'll be adding the selective color adjustment. Although this adjustment is this is something I love using for my images. It gives it this nice reddish color, reddish look. So this may not apply to all images like the rest of the adjustments I've been using, but this is something I love adding to my images when I'm done retouching. It gives it this nice look, this epic look. So you can use it also, but you should be mindful of the designs you are using it for. Some images, some designs you may do, when you add it, it may not blend very well with it because it's kind of reddish. But for this one, you pick the cyan slider, then you take it to minus 100. I think, yeah, minus 100 does it, or minus 90. Then for magenta, you pick the slider and take it to 22%, minus 90% and 22%. So you agree with me that it gives it this nice and epic look. So I think this normally I only use the cyan and the magenta, just ignore the rest. So this is our final result at the end of everything, and this is what we've achieved. You agree with me that we've made huge progress here, and this is the before and the after. So basically this brings us to the end of our video. So if you found this video helpful, I suggest you like, subscribe and turn post notifications on so you don't miss out on the future videos I'll be dropping. So see you in the next one. Bye.